Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass weekly quest guide. Today we're going to be working on a quest for the game Max and the Curse of the Brotherhood, which I had actually played a little bit of with my family before. It's a good family-friendly game if you're interested in that sort of thing. But anyway, this quest is good through next Tuesday, the 16th. We're going to earn 50 rewards points for detonating one critter within the game. And we're basically going to have to play into the third area of the game. Really, the first area is just the prologue, so that's going to be quick and easy to skip through. But when you first start up the game, you should probably have a new game option. Because I had played it before, have the continue option, so I went down to select level so that I was starting fresh from the prologue. So if you've played it before, you may want to skip to Sea of Sand. If not, follow along with me here and we will get through the first areas of the game. You can press Y to skip the first cutscene and any of the following cutscenes that happen in this game. So we'll move on to Chapter 1-2, Another Land. There's one part in particular on this level that I found really tricky, so I'll show you how to do that section in particular. But basically in this game, you can just use your left stick to move and run, and press A to jump, and Max is pretty good about jumping up onto ledges when he gets close to the edge of a ledge. Sometimes you get a little stuck, but if you just keep pressing A and moving towards the ledge, you can make it. To climb ladders, you just press up, or climbing vines. We'll see a rope here in a second. There we go, we're climbing that, just pressing up. And as soon as you run into this rope, you'll be able to just move your way across it. You don't have to hold down any buttons or anything. And then we've got some swinging ropes, so once you get onto this rope, you can just rock it back and forth with your left stick to get up there. Press down on your left stick to crouch and get under this area. And you can see a monster moving in the background of this with Felix, Max's little brother, who we're ultimately trying to rescue in this game. This was the first part I died on, so you may see some cuts in this video, but basically just jump over to the right and then jump back to the left, and you should be able to make it onto that second section of the ladder. And you can press Y to skip that cutscene. Now, I did die quite a few times in the third rope swing section of this part where the monster's chasing you. So yeah, be prepared to die possibly there. It's kind of tricky, but I'll show you the method that ultimately ended up working out for me to get across this third gap. So instead of trying to swing on this rope, jump and just climb up and then jump over to the right. I kept trying to swing across the gap or swing up to that rope, and yeah, all you want to do is climb up on that rope right there. And then when he knocks the tower over, you'll be able to climb up the second rope and move on to safety. That is definitely the most challenging part of this level. There's one other spot that I died here coming up this rock, but basically what you want to do is as soon as that rock starts to crack, turn around and jump back onto the rope and then just climb up a bit to let the rock roll past, and you should be safe. Then we can continue on with no further rocks falling on us. And then we're going to start having platforms that fall out from under us. So you have to kind of quickly progress through those and across those. And we'll do another rope swing here, and this platform will collapse under you, but you can just run over to the right onto the sandy area. And they really zoom out here to give you a perspective of the upcoming tree area that we're heading to. It takes just a minute to run over to the little oasis. Then we'll zoom back in and see what Max is up to in this next section. So we're going to start having some magical things that just appear in this section, like this vine here, and we'll have some water that helps us to move through the area as well. So this is pretty obvious, just climb up this first vine. All of the things that appear like that just sort of magically get drawn out of the air are helpful things, so you can trust that they will help you get into the next section. So we'll just jump up onto these different vine pieces, and you can ride the water up to this little piece of vine. This is a bit of a tricky jump here, but just swing back and forth a couple times on the first vine, jump, and then start holding up to climb up the next vine. We're getting very close to our critter. We haven't seen any of the critters yet, but as soon as we get to the next level, we'll be able to find one of those. So here you would just jump over to the right into the stream of water, and it'll carry you up to the next vine. And we'll keep climbing up the vines and work our way over to the ladder. You can press Y to skip that cutscene. And we're into the Sea of Sand chapter. So this is the one that has the critters on it that we need to detonate. So that's good. We're almost there. So at this point, we have a new tool at our disposal. We can hold down the right trigger and then press A to sort of draw a new section of the environment. And then you can do the same thing and press X to erase a section of the environment that you've built. So holding the right trigger, pressing A, and pulling up on this little highlighted area. And you want to do this one when you're actually standing on the highlighted area so that you get moved up to the next section. And same thing here. You just kind of ride it up as you draw it.
Go on. The town is not far. From there, you can enter.
We've got a couple of falling platforms right there, so just keep moving to the right and you'll be able to make it across. And then we need to build our own platform right here with the marker. And you can control how high up those platforms go. So, you know, sometimes you may need to redraw them if you draw them too low or too high. We'll see more of that coming up in a second here. So we'll draw another platform to get us through to the next section. And on this section, I did kind of an ascending, like kind of a staircase, if you want to think of it that way. So I made my first one too tall, so I erased it with X, and then made a short one, and then one that was a little bit taller, and so on, to get myself up to that next section at the upper right of the screen. So just kind of make a little staircase for yourself, and don't fall off like I almost did there. And here is the critter. So all you want to do is walk up to him, make sure he sees you, and then run away to the left before he explodes so that you don't die. And that should unlock the quest for you. So there we go. That's it for Max and the Curse of the Brotherhood. We will hold down the Xbox button and turn in that quest for the 50 rewards points. Yeah, and that's going to do it for Max and the Curse of the Brotherhood. We've got a guide out already for Batman Arkham Knight, and we're going to be continuing with our Full Throttle Remastered series later tonight. I'll have a video for that and the weekly quest to unlock an achievement in an Xbox Game Pass game. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.